Hey, dude in the kitchen. We got a new adventure today. I'm going to attempt my hand at fermenting cucumbers. Stay tuned. Hello, welcome back to Pine Meadows Hobby Farm. I'm your host, Jerry Hansen, dude in the kitchen. New adventure today. I'm going to try to ferment some cucumbers, making pickles in another method. So let me grab my basket up here. We'll head out to the garden. And I'll grab some essential ingredients to make this fermented concoction. Yeah, this is the first day of autumn. Gonna grab the first ingredient that we need for our recipe, and that would be cucumbers. There's a cucumber right here. I will head over to my cucumber bed. Here's another one. And here's another one. Cucumbers like to play hide and seek. Yes, they do. I was out here yesterday harvesting cucumbers, and it looks like I got them all, unless I miss one. Okay, and I'll add these to the other cucumbers I have in the kitchen. Now, since we're going to be fermenting pickles, here's another cucumber. I'm going to add dill. So I'm going to grab some dill head because we got to get that dill flavor. We can also use the dill weed, which is basically the leaves of the dill. And we're going to pack a jar full of dill head. And I'm surprised my dill has lasted this long. I have dill seed up here. I can probably harvest the seed and dry them and then put them in a container for later use. But I think I got enough dill weed. One more ingredient. It's actually two more ingredients. I am just so surprised at how big these loofahs turned out. I've got one down here, I've got these three. Yeah, the loofahs are doing great. I'm really impressed. First time ever growing loofah. And then I've got a pumpkin up here, a pumpkin down there, and a big pumpkin over there. And I harvested my little pumpkins yesterday. So let's get that other ingredient. And there right here is the last of my garlic. Should be dry and ready because we had several dry days. Yeah, we got garlic for the ingredients. And I did harvest my onions earlier. They're in the kitchen ready to cut up and add to the potion of the brine for fermenting cucumbers. Now there's one other ingredient I'm going to add. Let's go over here and get it. And this ingredient you can actually use either oak leaf right here, or I'm going to use grape leaf. And what that does is it supposed to keep the pickles nice and crisp, because the oak leaves have a tannin in them. And the same way with the grape leaves. I think we got enough. Yeah, the oak trees are dropping the acorns all over. I was out here yesterday with a shop vac, sucking up all the acorns and feeding them to the goats. Oh, the goats just love them. One of these days I'll have to try to make or harvest acorns and process them so we can turn them into an acorn flour or an acorn soup. So let's get these in, get them washed up. Yeah, I definitely want to wash everything, including the leaves. Let me get a bowl, put stuff into. I have designs of buying a new sink, new faucet, and purchasing, well, I'm thinking of just painting the countertops. They're so old and ugly. Yeah, just painting the countertops. And putting a coat of paint over the cupboards. I can't afford a whole makeover. I'm gonna go ahead and cut these tops off these garlics. Right now is the time to plant garlic, so I might use some of this garlic as seed garlic because I got plenty more garlic. It's drying in the greenhouse. Set that aside for now. And the cucumbers, you want to clip off the bloom end, and then you can cut off the stem end too. Now, I mentioned in another video, I am not throwing away the cucumber ends because I found out I can make cucumber vinegar. That's another adventure I'm going to try. I've just been keeping it in the freezer for now. Oh, wrong freezer. Okay, for this recipe, I've got this jar right here, and I use this for I built this jar to ferment cabbage to make sauerkraut, and it worked quite successfully. So I'm gonna leave a link on how I built these jars and where to get the material that you can make your own jar. So I'm just gonna take some of these heads and drop them in, because we want that dill flavor, or at least I do. And then I'm going to roll up a leaf and stick it down in there. And I just saw this trick online not too long ago. I'm going to try it here. Let's see. Cut it this way is what they said. And go like this. And it's supposed to peel them. Yeah, maybe. It does. It works. Well, there's some stuff still left on it, but it works. Okay, I'm going to toss these garlics in there. And then I'm going to go ahead and use these for seed. Yes. because October is the time to start thinking about October 1st, planting a garden, like your onion sets, your onions, garlic, brassica. Some brassicas, cold weather tolerant plants. So I'm quartering these to turn them into spears so I can pack them tightly in this jar. They said it should only take a couple of days for the process of fermenting to get that lactobacillus. I think it's called lactobacillus, to get that fermentation process. What happens is we're only going to add water and salt. That's it. Because the bacteria that's in there, it thrives in salt, but other bacteria does not. So it'll kill the other bacteria, and that special bacteria that's in here, it will start fermenting the sugars in here. Now some of these pieces we're going to leave whole. Okay, I think I got that packed pretty tight. So I'm going to add 3 tablespoons of pickling salt or sea salt to 1 quart of water. That's the volume you want to make, and that's about the saltiness you want to make it. 1, 2, I'm going to put a lid on this and shake it to make sure that salt is really just emulsified. And we fill the jar. And air is the real enemy here for doing fermentation. Make sure your vegetables are completely submerged. I'm going to pack the grape leaf down over the top of them. And so we're not canning these. These are just going to set out at room temperature in the kitchen, in the corner of the kitchen. I'm going to put that on there. Add a little water to my bubbler. That's about right. Put the cap back on, and then it'll start letting off the gases as it ferments. Now we let nature do its course. Set those back there. Clean up my mess. So I'm going to go ahead and leave a link down below for these half-gallon jars, lids, rings, and then these bubblers, and then also the wide mouth jar lids and the small mouth jar lids. I was wondering if some of you noticed what I was using. These are Ball product, and then I keep them on hand for my jars, because when I open a jar, take the lid off, I like to use these. If I don't eat the whole product at once, I'll just stick it in the refrigerator, which leads me into storage of these pickles. These are fermented pickles. Refrigerate them, eat them within about 3 months. If you want a longer shelf life for them, go ahead and water bath can them according to the USDA recommended guidelines. I'll leave a link to the book. It's important to can safely. And you can get a shelf life of up to a year with this method. This is fermented. There's no vinegar in it. It's just salt and then the fermentation process. Yes, the basilica bacteria that converts the sugars in the water into lactic acid, which is really great for the gut. I mean, it's premium stuff for the gut. So this is health food at its most. And also, I mentioned grape leaf or oak leaf for tannins. If you don't have those available, use a bay leaf. You can even use horseradish. So try those methods for adding leaves to the pickles. You're going to end up with pickles, yes. Well, I'm your host, Jerry Hansen, on a brand new adventure with fermenting cucumbers to get fermented pickles. I can't wait to try these. You're going to have to tune in to another show to get my taste test on this, because I'm going to cover a lot of things in one show. I've been doing a lot behind the scenes, in addition to wine making. Yeah, this project is taking me 6 months. I'm already on day 4. So it's going to take me 6 months to produce that, because we're going to do a taste test with the wine. So you're just going to have to subscribe and stay connected so you guys can get updates on what's going on with the dude in the kitchen. I'm also getting ready to render some more beef bone broth. I'm going to do a 24-hour beef bone broth this time instead of the 48-hour one. And then I'm going to go ahead and try the 3 renderings from the same bones. So check out that video. It's not yet. It'll come up soon. So that's why I say, please stay tuned. Check out the links below for the products I featured in today's show. I'm your host, Jerry Hansen, Dude in the Kitchen. Please stay tuned to more videos. You could do that by subscribing, clicking that bell icon. That alerts you to new videos as I upload them. Give us a thumbs up. Sharing my videos on your social media platforms helps us out. Remember, be safe, always be kind, and stay tuned for more adventures right here on my homestead. Yep, adventures. Bye-bye now.